Hello and welcome to this Q&A. Could you believe it? Um, so a few weeks ago on my Instagram, I got a couple of people to send in their questions and I would answer them in a video. And here's this video right here. In case you didn't know, I'm from Dublin in Ireland. And this is how I sound like when I actually am trying to sing. So I've got a few questions here from you guys. I'm going to get straight into them here. So, how long are you playing guitar? I'm playing guitar. Oh, I've got a glass of wine here, by the way. Chill out. I've got a candle here. Classy night, you know. How long are you playing guitar? I'm playing guitar since I'm 11 or 12 maybe. And I'm 23 now, so like 10 years. Like half my life. And I'm nowhere near as good as I should be for that amount of time. But I'm still alright. How long are you singing? Do you have a vocal coach? I'm only singing since the start of summer last year. So my first video on the channel, the Suck It and See video, where I was at an open mic night. That's the first time I ever sang like in front of anyone. And then since that video was well received, I spent that whole summer just singing at open mic nights when I was in America for like 3 months. And so I didn't have a vocal coach either. I just kept singing and enjoyed singing. And I've gotten a little bit better in the past year. I can say that with like perfect confidence. I've got a question here. Are we in a simulation? I think it's more likely we are in a simulation than we aren't. Moving on. How do you choose your covers? I guessing they mean like the bad guy one or the dance monkey one. I just like mess around with a couple of popular songs, strum out a few chords and start singing them. And if I can potentially hear Alex Turner sing them songs, then I may will try and like put my own take on it. And then if it sounds halfway decent, I'll record it. And as you can see, there hasn't been another one since Dance Monkey because I haven't found like a good song to really do it. Like, I've been looking at a few pop songs, whatever, but like nothing really is catching my eye or nothing really sounds good. So if you have any suggestions of what you want me to do in the future, drop a little comment because I can't figure it out myself for the life of me. What equipment do you use? For the bad guy one, I just use this laptop, like the microphone within the laptop. That's all I use for the vocals and the 2 guitar parts. And I just like put it through Logic and just EQ'd it and added some tremolo and shit to it. And didn't really have good equipment at all. Just like, you don't really need good equipment to make music, really. Like, you just need to have like decent taste and know how to make it not sound extremely shit. Just make it sound halfway decent and people listen to it. But right now I've got this microphone I got recently. It's a Shure SM58 into a really cheap audio interface. So it was like €40, a Behringer audio interface. And I've got a little cheap MIDI, an Anturia Mini Lab Mark II, which I use for the Tranquility bass cover for like the lead parts and the piano shit. What do you think is the most underrated Arctic Monkey song and the most overrated Arctic Monkey song? Now actually I'm only like, I haven't pre-rehearsed any of these answers. I'm just going off the cusp. So this is like, right, underrated Arctic Monkey song. Probably a B-side, maybe. I think the Frightline Dining Room is probably an underrated track. And Bat Phone, I think, is the most underrated track. Like, it's criminally underrated. It's kind of annoying how good that song is, and no one really gives it any status at all. I think the overrated Arctic Monkey song is probably Do I Wanna Know. Probably it's not their best song, it's the most well-known song, and everyone rates it highly. It is a good song, but it's like definitely overrated to bits, if you ask me, in my humble opinion. What other, what underrated artists would you recommend? Um, there's this band called Crumb, which are really good. I think Alexandra Savior, which you probably already know, you know about her already. She's criminally underrated as well. And who else underrated? Men I Trust. They're really good. I think they're Canadian and they speak French and they're real cool. Yeah, they're really underrated. And there's a band called Let's Eat Grandma, and they're class. Like, they're really fucking good. They're real weird. Like, I don't know what sort of genre you could put them into, but yeah, they're good. Two girls bouncing around the stage, deadly. How do you sing like Alex Turner? Um, well, I suppose you just have to dedicate 10 years to only listening to Arctic Monkeys, all their live shows, all their B-sides, their bootlegs, their Beneath the Boardwalk, the interviews. That's like, I got obsessed with Arctic Monkeys like when I was like, I think 15 or 14, and just haven't stopped listening to them since. Like, but when I started learning how to sing like last year, I'd only sing Arctic Monkey songs, and because I know the song so well, I would know if I'm singing it kind of off, because I'd go, that doesn't sound right, because I know exactly how it should sound. So I'd go back and correct myself always, and like, I'm basically just imitating exactly what Alex is doing. I mean, it's the whole point of an imitation, really, isn't it? But I also smoked like a full pack of smokes a day for 3 months, so like that gave me a deeper voice, which I do not recommend, by the way. Smokes are bad, but that kind of got me on the right track, and then I guess I can kind of sing like him when I really try. Have you seen Arctic Monkeys live? I have. Not 2019, 2018. I've seen them twice in the one summer. I saw them once in Belgium at Rock Werchter. I don't know how to pronounce that. Festival in Belgium. And that's the first time I've seen them. And they're amazing. And I saw them again in this September in Dublin. I don't remember that one too well because I got really, really, really drunk. And like, I remember walking in, I just heard the start of 4 out of 5, and I was like, yeah, I made it on time, thank God. But yeah, great night anyway. Like, you don't really need to like be very cool. Like, you don't need to know you're there to enjoy an Arctic Monkeys gig. They're that good. You could be asleep, I reckon, and you could still enjoy it. And I saw the Last Shadow Puppets as well when they returned in like 2016 in a small venue, and they're always good fun. Have you ever met anyone from the Arctic Monkeys or anyone famous? I've not met anyone from the Arctic Monkeys. I was really close to seeing Alex. Like, I was outside the venue after the Last Shadow Puppets, and they came out. Him and Miles came out of a side exit and got straight into this big like black van with like tinted windows, and I was right at the other side of the window, and he was on the other side of the window in the car, and I was like looking in like, Al, and like he couldn't, like I couldn't see in. He probably looked at me and was like, get a load of this loser, and the car just drove off. And but I did meet Mikey Shoes from Mini Mansions after they played a gig in Dublin, and there's a few pictures of them on my Instagram if you want to check it out. There's a link to my Instagram in the description there. But yeah, I met Mikey Shoes. I met the drummer John Theodore. He's also from the Mars Volta, another good band. And I met the Arctic Monkeys keyboard player, Mr. Goodnight. I completely forget his name now, but got a picture with him as well. That's the only famous people I've met, really. What other artists do you listen to? Yeah, like Tame Impala, King Cruel, The Strokes, Idols, Run the Jewels. Who else am I listening to at the moment? There's this girl called Madison Cunningham, which I highly recommend. She's really, really good. She's like doing all like she's class. What do you think of Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino? No one seems to like it. Yeah, it seems like no one seems to like it. Like, I feel like the people that don't like it, like they're the people that didn't like Suck It and See, didn't like Humbug, just they kind of liked Favorite Worst Nightmare or whatever. Like those sort of people aren't gonna like that type of music anyway, and like I don't think they're gonna like it just because it's Art of Monkey. So like I wouldn't really try and persuade people that don't like it. I think it's my favorite Art of Monkeys album, Tranquility Base. I just think it's so fucking weird, creative, and different. Like they could have easily done AM 2.0, but like they're not they're not about that really. They just wanted to be more creative, push themselves to do something new, and like not do the same thing twice, which I don't think they've ever done. And yeah, like Tranquility Base and Humbug. Definitely, they're always contending. They're like swimmers. Like one's getting a bit further, and one's getting a bit pulled back. In my head, one week I'd like Tranquility Base, one week it's Humbug. One week Tranquility Base. They're never gonna win, but I like both of them. Um, let's see. Next question. Do you have any original music, and where can I listen to it? I do have original music, and I haven't released any of it yet. Um, I think I'm gonna wait till I get to like a proper recording studio. I don't really have a studio here. Like everything that I've done has been in my house, kind of like lacklusterly. Even though I've got some equipment and stuff like that, I'm gonna do a few like more acoustic stuff and stuff like that. But my main priority now is to get my original music recorded, and I can't wait to share it with you. I'm gonna leave it there. I feel like I'm be talking shite for way too long here. I'll leave some timestamps underneath the video so you can just click through the questions a lot easier. But yeah, I just quickly want to say thank you to like the amount of support you've been giving me on all these videos, and I feel like this is a really good way to like, you know, connect with the people that have been like showing me support and commenting on the videos, like message me on Instagram and stuff like that. Like just really appreciate it, and yeah, and we'll try and not disappoint you guys too much. I'm just gonna keep on releasing some covers, and if you ever want to contact me and do like a collab, or if you ever want to request a song or something, hit me up in the DMs. Faniel Docs. It's a spoonerism. Daniel Fox, Faniel Docs. Genius, I know. Well, cheers for that anyway, and happy Thursday, Wednesday, whatever day it is. I don't know. Adios.